So we'll start with the versions of the SQL Server. So what is meant by version? Version means an updated software copy of a SQL Server is called version. So you people are using laptops, you people are using mobile phones, okay? So if you go for the smartphones, okay, usually if you people are using Apple iPhone, okay, you know, right? Apple iPhone 6, 6x, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11s, something like that is there, right? Those are all versions of the Apple iPhone. Okay, in each version you will get a better phone, right? Better phone, better features, right? So that is called a version. Version means what? An updated software is called a version. So for example, if you are using Android phone, okay, or else simply if you are using laptop. So earlier, what are the versions of the Windows operating system? Earlier, if you see, Windows 7 is there, Windows Home Basic is there, Windows Vista is there, Windows Premium is there. Next, Windows 8 comes into the picture, Windows 8.1, Windows 10. Now Windows 10 is running. These are the versions. Can you see any difference between the Windows 7 and Windows 10? Yes, lot of difference is there. Okay, this is the Windows 7. What I'm using the Windows version. This is the Windows 7. Okay, so if you see the new laptops, probably if you people are using, right, if you see the new laptops and all, you can see the Windows 10 version. Okay, so for every version there is a change in the features, there is a change in the look and feel. Okay, so in each and every version the features are going to be improved, the look and feel is going to be improved. Okay, so this is called a version. Version is nothing but an updated software copy of a SQL server. Okay, in this SQL Server, we have a lot of versions. SQL Server started its journey in the year of 1995. Okay, SQL Server started its journey in the year of 1995. Actually, it was started earlier only. You know, Sybase company, initially Sybase and SQL Server, Microsoft, both are like vendors. Okay, they both designed this SQL Server, Sybase and this SQL Microsoft. Okay, Sybase actual code is from Sybase only. Microsoft just took that code from Sybase and it was completely designed a new version of SQL Server. Okay, so SQL Server version started from the year of 1995. Then 1996 it was released. Then 1997 also it was released. Both are not so popular versions. Okay, then from SQL Server 2000, 2000 means here you can see the number, right? So this number means what? The year, in which year this version is released. Okay, so in the year of 2000, SQL Server is released. SQL Server 2000 is released in the year of 2000. Okay, Microsoft released SQL Server 2000 in the year of 2000. Okay, I'll tell you what are these numbers and all. 8.080, 9.090. I'll tell you about all these numbers. Okay, then after 5 years, the SQL Server 2000 is very much popular, very popular till people are now, even though it is 20 years now. Okay, 2000 to 2020 means 20 years. Still, people are using this version of the SQL Server in some of the projects. Still, people are using. Why? Because that much popular. The SQL Server 2000 is that much popular. Okay, then after 5 years, again, Microsoft released one more version called SQL Server 2005. When compared to the 2000, 2005 is more enhanced version and it is also super version and it is also very popular version. So people are started using SQL Server 2005 also. Okay. Then after 3 years, 2008 came into the picture. Okay. Then after that, 2008 R2 came. People they didn't concentrate on the 8. Okay. When 8 R2 came, okay, they didn't installed 2008 in their machines. Okay, they just worked with 2008 R2 only. Then after 4 years, again in the year of 2012, SQL Server 2012 was released. Then after 2 years, 2014, after 2 years, 2016, after 1 year, 2017, okay, was released into the market. The latest version is 2019. As a DBA, you have to remember all these versions. Okay, so the next assignment means for the next class, try to, okay, remember all these versions. I will ask the versions of the SQL Server. What are the versions of the SQL Server means what? SQL Server 2000. I don't want this 97. Okay, people are not using, it's not there, it's not existed. Okay, SQL Server 2000, 2005, 2008, 8R2, 2012, 2014, 2016, 2017, 2019. These are the versions of the SQL Server. Clear? Is it clear, Peter? Srinivas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
this,
clear, sir.
so you know the version, right? Version means an updated software copy of a SQL Server. We have lot of versions in the SQL Server. The the latest version is SQL Server 2019, which was released at the end of the 2019 last year. Okay. So earlier 2017 released and 16 released, 14, 12 like that it was released. So make sure you remember all these versions. Why? Because it should be on tip of your tongue. Okay. So don't just try to concentrate on these versions. Okay, so don't forget these versions. Okay, it is very important, right? So we'll discuss this part later. Okay, there is a separate discussion on that numbers. Okay, next, SQL Server is an application. Okay, so where you will install this application actually? SQL Server, where you are going to install the SQL Server? Where we are going to install any software, of course, forget about SQL Server. Where you will install the software, any software?
Windows.
Also on the C drive.
C drive, okay, that's fine. Next, any other options you can say? C drive, where the C drive will be there?
Like C user and then the location.
Okay, that's fine. What is that process is called? What is that setup? Complete setup is called.
The what?
What is that complete setup is called? That
No idea.
C program files. Okay, something like that. Okay.
Oh yeah, C program files.
Yeah. So yeah, Srinivas.
For Windows,
Yes, Windows. Okay.
desktop
Yes.
Windows.
Yes. Okay. So any software we are going to install on any operating system, OS. Okay. What is meant by this OS? Operating system means what? So you can see your laptop, right? Can we directly talk with the laptop without having any operating system? Right? Your laptop will not respond if you are going to talk. How you are going to talk with the operating system? Sorry, laptop. It is not going to respond if you don't have your operating system in it. Like how life is to us, how life is to people, in the same way, operating system also is important to the laptop. If there is no operating system, you cannot communicate with the laptop. Laptop doesn't know anything. Laptop or system or any machine, for every device, for every electronic device, there should be some operating system. For every electronic device, not only laptop, mobile phones, operating system will be there. Okay, calculator, its own operating system will be there. Okay, so every device will have its own operating system. Okay, here where we can install the SQL Server means we can install, of course, that is okay, fine. C program files is part of operating system. Okay, so we can install the SQL Server on any operating system. Okay, so how many types of operating systems are there in the market? Okay, so there are a lot of operating systems are there. Okay, we have Windows and Linux, okay, and Solaris, okay, and Red Hat. These are the different operating systems are there in the market. Okay, but we can install SQL Server on Windows based operating systems only. Okay, we cannot install SQL Server on Linux. We cannot install SQL Server on Solaris, Red Hat. Okay, Red Hat. So we cannot install SQL Server on any of the operating systems other than the Microsoft Windows operating system. Operating system is also from Microsoft. SQL Server is also from Microsoft. Both are from Microsoft only. So if you want to install your SQL Server, you have to install one Windows operating system on any machine. Clear, Peter? Srinivas?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So where we are going to install this SQL Server? On operating system, on Windows operating system. Okay, so without Windows operating system, operating system, if I want to say clearly, it's an interface between user and the computer. Operating system means it's an interface between user and the computer. If I am doing right click like this, okay, just minimizing and again minimizing and again I'm just doing right click and I'm just selecting refresh, operating system doesn't understand what you are did till now. Okay, for everything there will be a command. Everything, even though if you just right click and if you select refresh also, once I just click right click, you are getting the options, right? So how you are getting the options? For right click also there should be one command. It will run on the operating system. Then it will show some output like this. Then if you select refresh, automatically again one more command will run to refresh the system. Okay. So what it means, you are not directly communicating with the laptop. You are communicating with the operating system. Operating system sending the instructions to the laptop. Okay, so operating system is an, if you want to create one folder, how you will create the folder actually? Okay, right click new folder, right, like this you are going to create, right? So whenever you did like this, one instruction will go to the operating system. From operating system it will go to the laptop. Okay, then it will run one query, then it will create one new folder. So everything is query based only, everything is command based only, but we don't know how to write the commands, right? So that's why we are using this graphical user interface. So if you want to create a folder, actually there is a command mkdir, make directory. Okay, mkdir command you have to write, but all people can remember that mkdir? No, right? So they simply want the GUI option. They will simply right click like this, they will go to the new option, they will simply create the new folder. Okay, but again GUI is only for our convenience. System doesn't understand GUI. Finally, whenever you selected any option, that option will be converted into the command by itself. Okay, this all thing can be done by the operating system. Clear? Okay, so like this it is going to work, right? So these are the operating systems, right? So on which operating system we can install the SQL Server? On Windows operating system we can install the SQL Server. In Windows operating system, there are two types of operating systems. There are two types of OS. One is desktop OS. Second one is server OS. First OS is desktop OS. Second OS is server OS. Okay. What is the difference between these two operating systems? Desktop OS means the one which we are using for our personal purpose. Okay. The one which we are using for our personal purpose. Can anyone tell me any example for desktop OS?
Windows 7, 10.
Windows 7. Yes, that's it. That's fine. Windows 7, 10. These are all desktop OS only. These OS we are going to use it for our personal purpose, right? Windows 7, Windows 7 Home Basic, Vista, Premium, 8, 8.1. All these are desktop operating systems only. Okay. So on desktop operating systems also you can install SQL Server, and on server operating systems also you can install SQL Server. Okay, on desktop operating system we can install SQL Server. On server operating system we can install SQL Server. On both these operating systems we can install SQL Server. Okay, so desktop operating systems we know Windows 7, Home Basic, Vista, Premium, 8, 8.1, Windows 10. These are all the desktop operating systems. But actually in the organization we will not install SQL Server on the desktop operating system. Desktop operating system, there is a lot of challenges are there with the desktop operating system. Okay, there are a lot of challenges are there with the desktop OS. The max memory is not more than 16 GB. Okay, you cannot insert more than 16 GB memory and all, and the hard drive size also there is a limitations. Lot of limitations are there for the desktop operating system. So usually in the organization we will not use desktop operating system for installing SQL Server. Okay, Microsoft again one more OS it was introduced, that is called server operating system. There is no difference between desktop operating system and server operating system. The features will be extra. There will be some extra features in the server operating system, means the limitations that are there in the desktop operating system is overcome by server operating system. You can give how much memory you want, you can give how much storage you want in the server operating system. Okay, so in the organizations we are going to use, okay, server operating system. We are going to install SQL Server in any of the server operating systems. Like how desktop operating systems are there in the there are a lot of versions are there in the desktop operating system, right? Windows 7, 8, 8.1, 10. These are the versions of the desktop operating system, right? In the same way, server operating system is also having lot of versions. Like how SQL Server is having versions, server operating systems is also having lot of versions. It is all, it should be like a SQL Server operating systems, like the SQL Server operating system versions only. Okay, so if you see here, these are the Windows Server versions. Okay, Windows NT 3.0 means very old server version. Windows NT 4.0 means in the 90s. In the 90s, these two are existed. NT 3.0 and 4.0. Then in the year of 2000, okay, that's why we just discussed it, right? The SQL Server operating system and Windows Server operating systems look like same, but there is slight difference is there. Windows Server 2000 it was released in the year of 2000. Next, Windows Server 2003. There is no SQL Server 2003. SQL Server 2005 is there. Windows Server 2003 is there. Next, Windows Server 2008. There is no Windows Server 2005. Okay, Windows Server 2000, Windows Server 2003, Windows Server 2008, Windows Server 2008 R2, Windows Server 2012, and the latest Windows is Windows Server 2016 also came into the market. 2016. That means it was released in the year of 2016. These are the Windows Server versions. So for the next class, try to remember SQL Server versions and Windows Server versions. Both are so important. Okay. So in the organization, sometimes clients will come to you and they will ask, hey Peter, I want to install my SQL Server 2019 on Windows Server 2008. So what will be your answer, Peter? I want to install 2019.
I think it
See,
will depend on the RAM of the machine
yes, yes, excellent, excellent.
because of the version of the file. There are some which
Yes,
are big, which takes a lot of memory.
yes, yes, yes. Okay. So if anyone came to you and if they ask, can you please install 2019 on 2008 Windows Server? First, we have to check the compatibility. What is meant by this compatibility? Okay. Say we are all crossed the childhood age, right? In the childhood, we have some shirts and pants, right? So in the childhood, our height is different, our weight is different, our structure is different. Okay. Can we wear the same t-shirt and pant now what we have wear in the childhood? Can we wear the same dress now? Right, Peter? Hello?
No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Srinivas, can you hear me?
Yeah, hear me.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. So what is this compatibility? We are discussing about the compatibility. Okay. So what is this compatibility means? The best example is in the childhood we will wear some clothes, right? Right. So can we wear the same clothes now? Is it possible to have the same clothes now? Is it possible or not? Eh, You understand my question, Peter? Peter is not there or what? What happened to Peter? Just 1 minute, Srinivas.
Okay, sir.
Peter?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. I guess you left the meeting.
Something went wrong. Something went wrong.
Okay, okay.
I'm recording. I'm requesting recording permission.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm giving the recording. Yeah, you can record now.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we are discussing about the compatibility. Okay, what is this compatibility? For everything there should be some compatibility. Okay, say for example, if anyone comes to you and, hey Peter, can you install my SQL Server 2019 on Windows Server 2008, then what should be our answer? First we have to check whether we can install this 2019 on 2008 or not. Okay,
Yes.
so this is called compatibility. Compatibility is there for every software. There should be some compatibility. You cannot install every software on any of the machines, on any of the operating system. For every software there should be some compatibility. If I want to say the best example for the compatibility, in the childhood, right, in the childhood we will wear some clothes, some t-shirt or some shirts or some pants, we will wear it, right. So can we wear the same clothes now? Can we wear the same clothes now, Peter or Srinivas? Can we wear?
No,
No, sir.
okay.
No, no, we cannot wear. Why? Because in the childhood, our structure is different, right? So we will have small shirt, we will have small pant. Is it possible to wear same shirt and same pant now? No, we grown up, right? So it's not at all possible to wear the same clothes. Okay, so that is called compatibility level. This is the very latest version of the SQL Server. This is the old version of the Windows Server. In that case, can we install very latest version of the SQL Server on very old version of the operating system? No, that is called compatibility. Okay, so for every SQL Server, there should be some compatibility. You cannot install all the SQL Server versions on all the Windows Server versions. Each SQL Server will support -7 years to +7 years. What is this rule? I'll tell you. Okay, each SQL Server will support -7 years to +7 years. What is this -7 and +7? I'll tell you. Okay, say for example, I have SQL Server 2005. I have SQL Server 2005. Now I want to know in what are all the Windows Server versions I can install this SQL Server 2005. In what are all the Windows Server versions I can install this SQL Server 2005. So what is my version? SQL Server version is 2005. You want to know on what are all the Windows Server versions I can install 2005. So what you will do, there is a concept, right? There is a formula, right? -7 years to +7 years. So go to -7 years of 2005. What will be the result of 2005 -7 years? 1998, right?
8.
Yeah. Okay, so 1998 to what is the +7 years of 2005?
2012.
2012. Okay, so in these Windows Server versions, you can install your 2005. What are the server versions are there in this range? What are the Windows servers versions are there in this range? You can install your SQL Server 2005 on all these server versions. What are the versions are there in this range? Can anyone tell me what are the versions are there in the 1998 to 2012? What versions are there in the Windows?
2008 to 8 R2.
Okay, so come from the beginning. We can install SQL Server 2005 on Windows Server 2000. Okay, and Windows Server 2003. Okay, and Windows Server 2008. Okay, Windows Server 2008 R2. Okay, and Windows Server 2012. But of course you have to patch your SQL Server, right? So we cannot install your SQL Server 2005 on after 2012 versions and before 2000 versions. Is it clear, Peter? Before means up to 1998. Peter, Srinivas, is it clear?
Clear, sir.
Yes.
So no issues, right? Can you tell any answer? I'll give you one version. Can you tell any answer? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Just let me know on what are all the versions, Windows Server versions I can install my 2012.
Windows
Okay.
7 version.
Yeah.
SQL
SQL
Server version,
Server,
or
SQL Server 2012. On what are all the Windows servers I can install my 2012 SQL Server 2012.
2000, 2003, 2008,
Okay. So
2008 R2.
on what are all the versions I can install my SQL Server 2012. So what is the formula we have discussed?
For 2012. Okay.
For 2012, what is the formula we have discussed? Small formula is there, right? Minus 7 years to
Minus
plus
7 to
7
plus
years.
7.
Okay, then minus 7. What is the minus 7 value of 2012?
2005.
2005. Okay. 2. What is the plus 7 value of 2012?
2019.
2019. Okay. So just check here. What are the Windows Server versions are there in this range?
2003, 8, 8 or 2.
2003. 3. How 3 will possible? 2005, right? It will
Sorry,
start with
sorry.
2000.
2000,
Hmm.
2008, 8 or
Okay.
2,
Okay.
12,
Okay.
16.
Okay.
After 2016, 2012 or 2
No,
again
no, no,
came, no?
no, 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 no. Control X. Okay. Okay. Right. Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So you can install SQL Server 2012 on 2008, 8R to 12, 12R to 16. Clear?
Clear.
Yeah, Peter, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Do you want me to
I'm
explain
clear.
again? Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Right. So this is, you have to remember these two. You have to remember the SQL Server versions, and you have to again remember the Windows Server versions also. For the next class, I will ask, okay, what are the Windows Server versions and what are the SQL Server versions? Try to concentrate on these versions, and these versions should be on tip of your tongue. Don't forget. Okay. Right. Right.
Okay.
So platform dependent and platform independent. What is this platform independent? Okay. SQL Server is actually a platform dependent software. Platform dependent means what? You can install SQL Server on only Windows operating systems. You cannot install on any other operating systems. Okay. Platform dependent means it is going to be depend on platform. So you can install your SQL Server on only Windows servers operating systems. So sorry, Windows servers means Windows operating system, either desktop operating system or server operating system. You can install SQL Server on desktop operating systems also. Windows 7, 8, 8.1, Windows 10 also. Means in your local laptops also you can install your SQL Server. And you can install your SQL Server on Windows Server operating systems also. In the organization, we are going to install SQL Servers on Windows Server operating systems. Then what is meant by platform dependent means we can install the SQL Server only on the Windows operating systems. We cannot install SQL servers on other operating systems. Okay. Up to SQL Server 2016, SQL Server is a platform dependent. Up to SQL Server 2016, SQL Server is a platform dependent. Means you can install the SQL Server on only any of the Windows operating systems, either desktop or server. The SQL Server 2017 version came into the market in the year of 2017. This is platform independent. Only SQL Server 2017 is platform independent. Okay, why? Because the biggest competitor for the SQL Server is Oracle. The biggest competitor for the SQL Server is Oracle. Both are top 1 and top 2 positions in the DB market. Okay, database market. So Oracle you can install on any of the operating system, but whereas SQL Server there is a limitation. You can install only on the Windows operating system. So Microsoft business is down when compared to the Oracle. So that's why they introduced SQL Server on Linux also. Okay, so you can install SQL Server 2017 on Windows, as well as you can install SQL Server 2017 on Linux also. But it was released 3 years back, means in the year of 2017 it was released, but I don't think it was so much popular. Okay, people doesn't accepted that Oracle version of the SQL Server. Okay, so only SQL Server 2017 is platform independent. Up to 2016, again 2019 also there is no Linux version for 2019. Only Windows version came into the market. Okay, so in all these
Only
versions,
for 2017 only,
yeah,
actually.
only for 2017, not from 2017, not from 2017, only for 2017. Okay, they just designed a SQL Server version for the Windows as well as Linux also. Okay, so 2017 is platform independent, remaining all versions are platform dependent. Fine, right? Yeah, the meeting is going to close in 1 minute. Okay, I'll again open the meeting link. Try to join in the meeting.